hope you made lots of spaghetti.
There are many things I love in life, like the first 3 Paper Mario games, mostly the Thousand Year Door and Super Paper Mario, or cartoons, or even movies. But these movies I don't like at all. Yes, I said movies, not just one, but 2 of them. In this double review, I'm going to review not just 1, but 2 awful movies that involve food in the title. Foodfight and Fish and Chips. My least favorite films ever. Also, if you like both of these films, or at least one of them, that's fine, and I respect your opinion. But I personally don't like either of them. So let's begin with Foodfight. Oh my goodness, where do I begin with this movie? First off, it's possibly the worst animated movie ever by everyone on the internet. Second, this is supposed to be out in 2003, but the original cut got stolen, and they spent 9 years trying to reanimate it. And what we get? This monstrosity. First, let's get the big, thing out of the way, the animation. I'm sure this is the worst ugly I ever seen in the animated film ever. Either it looks choppy and off-putting at some points, or the lip sync is off. Or it's just ugly in general. Anyways, on to the story. If you can even call it a story. The beginning starts off in a supermarket, only for the person to tell us that things happen after dark. In a city of all things? What? Anyways, besides that, where's our main character? Is it the frog? His farts? Mr. Clean? Wait, what? What's Mr. Clean doing here? Anyway, our true main characters here is Dexter Dog Detective, trying to say that 10 times fast, Chocolate Squirrel that has spastic disorder, Sunshine the Cat Anime Girl, and all the other Ikes that team up to stop Brand X from taking over the supermarket. And their brand. Ooh, itty skitty. You know what Brand X reminds me of? The X-Nauts from Paper Mario the Thousand Year Door. And they are way better than these guys. Besides from that, after playing with Sunshine and, hanging out with her for a couple of minutes, she's gone, apparently, after like 6 months. Which, I don't know why, but anyways. They're on the search for Sunshine and the Cocoa Banana. Wait, hold on. Sarkis? Mrs. Buttersworth? Mr. Clean again? This movie is even more of an ad or product placement than the Emoji movie. Yes, you heard me, even more so than the Emoji movie. I mean, where'd you think all that money went to? The animation? Ha! Don't make me laugh. Anyway, for some odd reason, a little thing to add on, is that this movie has way more far mature, writing, quote-unquote, than usual. As in, it's not just for kids. But it feels more like a punch to the stomach rather than just, slowly slipped into the film. What were the writers on? Soon enough, Eva starts like a little food fight in the club. And this is where the plot gets really, really messy. Even more so than before. And once Dex gets into the secret lair of the Brand X boys, Eva was there the entire time. What a twist, am I right? Also, Eva reminds me of the Shadow Queen and Star Wars, except they are definitely a lot better than Eva combined. Also, apparently this movie takes time to explain or even like show what exobytes are. And they don't even, utilize it that much because most of the plot points in this movie are just one and done. They don't even get used again. Oh no. Here comes the worst scene in the entire film. The shopping scene. After that, they have to go into the real world to fight them, apparently. Like, I swear, this plot is really getting messy. Like the writers, it feels like the writers just gave up at this point, you know? But then we have this, like, Choco Dracula mofo here, who's apparently into chocolate, like, people. Just, why? Why? Skipping most of this movie, if you can even call it that, we finally arrive at the showdown of the Ikes versus Brand X. And the fight goes on for 30 minutes. I repeat myself, for 30 minutes. A food fight for 30 minutes? Why? But soon we eventually get to the fight with Eva and, oh my god, Sunshine? She's back? And she can actually kick some cat butt this time. Like, oh my goodness, she has some moves. But still, where were you for most of the film, Sunshine? You could have helped us a lot. And then Eva turns out to be an ugly woman on the inside and outside? What? I swear, this movie is getting a lot messier. And then the movie ends with Sunshine and Dexter reunited and the Ikes saved from their supermarket. Oh my goodness. But I ain't even done yet. Begin the lightning round! Also, what I want to point out is that Foodfight is apparently like a crossover, but it doesn't work because the plot makes no sense in whatsoever. I know there's Brand X, but it feels more like a subplot rather than part of the main story. In fact, you could say most of the subplots in this movie are more subplots. And, well, just because it was acknowledged at the end doesn't make it any better, cause, well, in fact, it makes it a whole lot worse and a whole lot messier. Also, why is the dog in love with a human cat girl? What is this, Sonic 06? Don't make me remind me of that game again.
It's been one of those days.
Well, on to my second movie review of this Dell review, Fish and Chips, the movie. Oh my goodness. Once I saw this movie as a kid, yeah, I know, shocking. Heck, I even hated this movie so much that I even destroyed the original disc as a kid. Thank goodness. Even I knew it was a bad movie from the beginning. But anyways, onto the plot of this movie. There's this cat called Chips and a fish called, well, Fish. Original name, I know, shocking. And it also focuses apparently on this necklace that, well, Fish has that'll make him into a land creature and also brave on the surface. But Chips wants to impress his father, so he tries to steal the necklace from him. And he can also come back home to him. And that's the entire plot of this film. If you can even call it that. No, seriously, that's the entire plot. You know, this movie would have been, like, good as, like, a TV show, you know? But even that, it's not even that good as a TV show on its own. This movie reminds me of Spy vs. Spy, but way worse. If you want something like a plot like this, go watch that instead. It's a billion times better, and more funny and entertaining. Sadly, this movie doesn't even try to make me care for either of the characters, whether supporting cast or not. You know? Fish can already breathe on land with the land bubbles this fish lady gets, and Chips is just, well, Chips just needs a better father, and, well, a better life too. What makes it even worse is that, well, I feel like Fish is the more crueler character in the movie because, well, he doesn't even rely most of his cons to outsmart Chips. Heck, he even steals this arts and crafts from his, like, own, like, nephew. That is literally a crime. And just so cruel. There's also apparently a love subplot with this girl called Cataline the catfish. But she's not even interesting either. She's just like the typical love interest that doesn't really have much plot besides from, well, you know, getting one either, you know? And well, she's not even into them, you know? She's just like going on like fishing dating sites and searching for other guys on there. That's just sad. Besides from the plot in this movie, let's move on to the animation. How can I describe this? It's bland, but also ugly too. There are some appealing character designs, possibly way more so than Foodfight, but still, the animation just feels so bland and lifeless. And it had me bored throughout the movie in general, just making me want to end. And well, that's fish and chips for ya, if you can even call it a movie. My final verdict on both of the films. I give Foodfight a 1 out of 10 and Fish and Chips a 1.5 out of 10. Stay away from both of these films at your own risk.
Darny darn!
Anyways, to end on a more, well, less downer note, Mario Characters Good to Evil is coming soon, and Mr. L just uploaded a cover of Proof Existence on his channel with his partner Lily, aka Boom Fanficaletta, on his channel. Go watch it if you haven't, it's really good. Anyways, this is Super Paper Mario / Multi-Fandom Fangirl, and I'll see you soon. Ciao!